We heard about a new restaurant in New York making headlines. Why? Because they only serve what they call as brain-boosting foods. The restaurant, it's called Honeybrains. It's co-owned by a neurologist. But are there any benefits to this, or is it all just hype? We actually have a few menu items that we're gonna taste here. Some raw honey, some of their juices. And while we have a little taste test, the co-owner joins us on Skype, neurologist Dr. Alon Seifan. And Dr. Seifan, I just have to ask you, how did you come up with this concept?
I love food. I love flavor. I love textures. You know, I'm the kind of guy, I love everything. I don't like cinnamon. It's the only food I don't like, but I literally love all food. So, and I like to learn. So I was a kind of a nerd, and I started to learn about nutrition. And I was shocked at the nutrients that we need, that America needs for our brain. On average, most of us are not getting it. On average, we get half of the omega-3 that we need. We're deficient across the United States in color, which is really interesting, and also fiber. And what could we do? What I found is that it's not as complicated as nutrition science maybe makes it out to be.
Well, Dr. Seifan, we thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck to you. And appreciate
we'll come see you in New York.
The concept of food as medicine. We're going to try some of this. And I will say this, more and more doctors, we're acknowledging this concept of let food be your medicine. Primary care docs are even now in some places going to the grocery store with their patients, putting items in their cart that they know are good for their hearts and for their brains. And we've known that we need to nourish our brains. And look, as someone who deals with people and how their brains are working every day, Dr. Dow, you as well, know that these things are really important. So one of the things I know they have is a honey bar, using honey with antioxidants as opposed to plain sugar. And then we've got a couple of different juices up here to give a little taste test. And let's start with this one here. Dr. Landry, what do you have?
So this is the citrus rosemary memory. So this juice is going to have rosemary that can actually get into your bloodstream even through smell. And if you digest it, it stimulates your brain so that you communicate better and you actually retain information better.
I'll drink to that.
Let's try one more. That's the...
This is the ginseng concentration. So help you with concentration and memory. It purportedly helps repair cells, which in turn helps you with memory and focus. It works through saponins, or is it saponins?
Well, it's delicious, whatever it is.
Okay, it is delicious, which helps cells communicate.
The one word of caution here is you'll walk into a supplement store and there will be all these supplements that say boost brain health. I think you have to be a little bit careful. One of the really cool things on the show when you talk about omega-3s, you can get those from walnuts, other nuts. We always talk about go for the colors of the rainbow in your fruits and vegetables. All those colors, they're antioxidants, and those are the antioxidants that our brains love. And the one thing I will say is I'm actually glad that we're starting to think more and more about opening restaurants that address our need to let food be our medicine.
Especially when it comes to the brain, because the brain is notoriously hard to treat. So when it comes to the brain especially, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So if we're eating fruits and vegetables every single day, including some of the things, berries, saffron, turmeric, there's a lot of research behind this. If you make this part of your diet and you eat that balanced diet like you were talking about, Dr. Travis, and all of these colors, you could really be doing your brain a lot of good in the long term.
For sure, in particular with mood and potentially preventing dementia down the line.
Absolutely.
Docs,
start young, right?
To good brain health.
I'm glad to see this, Doc.
More to come.